What's going on, fam? Jay the Black here, so to everyone is tuning in. I want to talk about a French soccer player by the name of Michael Olise. Now, apparently he broke up with his girlfriend. They have a child together, and she's upset. And she decided to post numerous videos on her Insta. It's like a continuation of videos. I don't know if there's like a limit on how long the videos can be on Instagram. But she posted a bunch of videos on Instagram. And I'm going to react to the one where she talks about him taking a bunch of, in her words, escorts to Turks and Caicos to go party, right? These are, I guess, these American escorts. And she's feeling some type of way about it. She feels like he's not taking care of his responsibilities as a father, right? Let me tell y'all what this is. This is a woman who feels jealous because she should be the one going on vacations with him. His focus should be on her, but it's not. He's out here after the World Cup, wilding out, hooking up with these, in her words, again, Miami prostitutes. I guess when he was in the States for the World Cup, maybe he, he got, I don't know, a situation where they contacted him or he ran into them or he was on IG board. And, he got with a bunch of them and they went out and I guess they was out partying. And she don't like that because she feels like that should be her. She even mentioned in the video how she kept quiet until after the World Cup because she wanted to not get him in any drama, right? Let me tell y'all why she was waiting. She was waiting for him to take her on a vacation and he isn't doing it. Why is it that when women break up with a guy, they have a child with him, they immediately try to call them out as being bad fathers? I mean, he's a professional athlete. I'm not sure how long they've been together. It doesn't really say. But she probably had to compete with a bunch of other women to get with him. And the thing is, when you are a professional athlete, you go through a breakup, it doesn't matter if you have a child with a woman or not. That man is going to move on to somebody else. And she doesn't like that. She feels like his focus needs to be on her. Now, she's saying the child, but we all know what that's code word for. Whenever a woman complains about a man not taking care of his child, she's talking about him not taking care of her, him not taking her on shopping sprees, flying her out, taking her on vacations. That's what she's upset about. Because how does she know all this? She claims that people are sending her stuff. Are people really sending you stuff, or does he have a mole in his camp that's feeding you this information? And if that's the case, he might need to get them out of his camp, because she knows all the details of who he's with. Even the media don't know that. So she knows this because, again, he has somebody around him who's going back and telling her things. But again, y'all broke up. Why would you care? I don't believe this man just not taking care of his child. A lot of times these women are not being honest about why he's not around. These women make it very difficult for these men to be fathers to their children when that man is no longer with them. They make it very difficult for them. These men don't want to be absent from their children's lives, but a lot of these women make it difficult because if you're not going to be with her, then you can't have a relationship with your child. And these women do this, and it needs to stop. Right. But it's never going to stop because the courts don't care. The courts always put the children with the woman. Even though she's unfit and broke, they still put the children with the wife, with the ex. I just don't understand it. Why would you put the children with somebody that doesn't have the funds to take care of them? That just never made sense to me, especially if the father is willing. Now, again, the father at times is willing to have the children, but you still give it to the mother. That just makes no sense at all. But that's the default that we have to deal with in the justice system, especially, I know, here in America. Now, I don't know how it is over where they're at. I mean, she herself, her name is Fatima. She's German and he's French. So I'm assuming they live in France or around there. I'm not quite sure exactly where they live, but let's get into this and let's see why Fatima is upset in her feels. France star Michael Olise's former partner Fatima has accused him of neglecting their 20-month-old daughter, as reported by Bild. So I see Bild. Despite being one of the best footballers in Europe and acknowledging his daughter as his own. Olise has allegedly refused to meet her in person. Now, let's go to what she had to say, and let's see what she had to say.
And again, I gave him a chance and I didn't come out just way back then because I wanted him to realize that his daughter needs him, and I wanted to get this as smooth as possible in a private way because I know this man for so long and I respected him, and I don't want it to get in any further way nasty or messy, you know. And I also
This is why you need to go to court. Making a bunch of videos out of emotions because you found out that he is on vacation with a bunch of, in her words, escorts from Miami. You need to handle this legally. Why do you go to social media? I guess it's a way for them to put pressure on these guys. I mean, does it work? I mean, the videos are still up on her page, so obviously they haven't. This is why you got to handle things in court. You need to tell them, listen, you either be in your child's life or this will be handled in court. But oh no, they want to go to the court of public opinion first.
Protected him while the World Cup. I didn't speak on it that much or put that with the Bild in the World Cup because I didn't want it to affect his football. So I gave him good chances. Like, I was fair. But what get I back from me being fair? I get back that I see on the internet right now, which everybody is sending me, that he invites escorts to Turks and Caicos and inviting them with a private jet and making sure one of them has her birthday there. And it's very expensive, a private jet from, I don't know, Miami to Turks and Caicos or New York. Anyways, it's...
Y'all see she pocket watching. Do y'all see that? So he's out, I guess. So it's obvious that he probably knows this person. This ain't a person he just met. He knows these people, these girls, right? You gotta understand, these footballers, they come to the States all the time to party. Miami, Vegas, they come to the States all the time. So he probably knows this person. That's why he's doing this. And she's up here pocket watching. Talking about private jets, somebody, him celebrating somebody's birthday, how expensive it is.
And then you're renting a villa and everything. We all know that's expensive.
Again, pocket watching. Worrying about how he spends his money.
So he's giving escorts, or let's say he's giving different women, like strangers, he's giving them vacation while his own child never went on vacation, and he don't pay nothing, not even a vacation or something for his own blood and flesh, which makes me very much angry, and it's really upsetting, and to be honest with you, it's very disturbing.
Or are you upset that he, in your words, isn't doing enough for his child, or not doing enough for you? Because you're doing a lot of pocket watching here. So are you angry because he's not doing anything for the child, or you? Because when y'all gotta understand, when these women talk about it's all about the child, these women will leave their children with a parent or a relative to go party. If Michael said, hey, I want to take you out, I want to fly you out tomorrow, she will leave that child in a second with somebody, a relative, parent, to go fly out to see him. And then it won't be about the child. Because if it was, she'd probably say, well, can the child come too? I'm not going to go unless the child go. A lot of these women will leave that child behind. This is about her and how she feels. Right? She's using the child as a way to pull on the heartstrings of others. You chose to be in a relationship with him. You chose to have an unprotected relationship with a guy that you're not married to. Yeah, you were dating, but the relationship doesn't seem very serious. You don't even have pictures together. I haven't found any pictures of them together. This was a very, very low-key relationship that he probably didn't even take seriously.
How can you be like this to your own child? Explain this to me, please. Because I don't understand this. And then I'm keep seeing that he's again inviting different escorts, or let's say women, to Tulum, to Mexico, and he's paying also again private jet and everything. This is so expensive.
Again, she's worrying about how he how he tricks off on his money. She want him to trick off on her, not these randoms. He's like, you're getting these random escorts and you're bringing them to Turks and Caicos in Mexico. That's expensive. I mean, he was in a very, I'm sure tedious World Cup. He's trying to unwind, right? And she wants him to unwind with her, right? But he's out here doing it with these other women, spending money, tricking off, and she's upset. She's pissed. She's like, you supposed to be tricking that off on me. That's what she's saying to herself. She wants the money to be tricked off on her, not these randoms.
And again, he's not doing this for his own child. His own child never saw a beach, never saw another, like the beautiful nature. She was always on flight mode, always on survival mode with her mother, because her father didn't give me any time to breathe. Nothing. So I'm very, very much disturbed by this kind of behavior. I don't know what you.
Now, y'all can correct if I'm wrong, but when y'all see these women, right, these baby mamas who be having these children with these professional athletes, do y'all notice when they're on vacation, the child ain't with them? I'm not saying they should be taking pictures or showing off the child, but they're not going on vacation with their young children. It's always about them. They go on these girl trips, or they're being flued out by some man that they done met. But she's trying to make it seem like the child should be enjoying this. It's 20-month-old. Are you serious?
Guys think that's crazy, no? You're paying for all those women, but you're not paying for your own child. That doesn't make any sense to me, and it shows me that, from my perspective, my ex is heartless and soulless.
Oh,
really? Seriously?
So yeah, that's just one of the clips that had more information than the other ones. She posted like 20 videos on her Instagram. She's very upset that he had the audacity to go and trick off on other women and not her. Listen, I'm not saying she doesn't care for her child getting taken care of by him. It does take two people to have a child, but I just don't think she's being truthful about the situation. I really don't. And it just seems like this relationship probably wasn't that serious. Again, there's no pictures of them together. This is a high profile footballer from Europe, and there's no pictures of these two together. This is a woman that he was just dating, probably off and on. He didn't take it. She's a young guy. Why would he take this relationship serious? And she's upset because he's spending money on other women and not her. Why don't you go to court and get child support if he's not taking care of responsibility? You know why she won't do it? Because she's still holding out hope that he comes back to her. She's holding out hope. That's why she posting all these videos. This is to get his attention, to say, hey, you need to come back and be a family. But this guy ain't coming back to being no family. This dude's out here single and mingling. Life is about choices. And the one thing I hadn't heard from the videos that I saw, maybe y'all saw something different. She never said he wanted a child, that he told her that he wanted to have a child. This again, women have to have awareness and thought and forethought about maybe having a child right now isn't the best idea. But I don't think she really thought that through. I think she was only thinking about the fact that he's famous and successful, and he makes a lot of money, and he can take care of her, and if they have a child as well. Women be thinking like that. Women, one thing about women, they have good insight on men, but they have blind spots, right? They really do. And a lot of times when it comes to a man with money and resources, they still think that a baby's gonna keep that man with them, and it doesn't work like that. It really doesn't. And a lot of times, a lot of women will be in her position where she's the bitter baby mama, getting on social media, trying to make him look bad, and it really doesn't work. So let me know in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts. Like if you don't share it, follow me on all my social media platforms, and I'll see y'all next.